Hello and welcome back to the Tournament Center. I'm Randy Bueller here with Brian David Marshall, and we're joined by Aaron Forsythe. Aaron has taken over Magic R&D. He has my old job. He's now the director of Magic R&D. I'm actually the vice president of digital gaming at Wizards now, and so there's a GleeMax initiative. We'll probably talk some more about that later, but we really wanted to get with Aaron and talk a little bit about 10th edition. It's coming up. What are your thoughts? What do you think about this set?
I love it. It's got something for everybody. Here it is, in convenient book
That's all
form.
the cards.
Yes.
So
beautiful black borders.
People everywhere are opening up their Photoshop.
Sorry.
Can't do that.
It's got something for everybody. All kind of players. Good teaching cards. Good Type 2 cards. Everything looks great. Black borders. A lot of new art. I love it. It's got cards players selected. They wanted Mog Fanatic. We have Mog Fanatic. They wanted Troll Ascetic. We get Troll Ascetic. All kind of new stuff you wouldn't expect to come back. You know, check some magazines. Check our website. We're showing off new stuff all the time.
So before we talk a little more about...
Are you kidding me? No, seriously, are you kidding me?
Before we get back to that, what's your wandering around San Diego this weekend looking at the two-headed giant format? What's your read on two-headed giant in this weekend?
Well, that's why I came, was to see, does this format stand up? We knew it was a fun format. We knew that people like playing with their friends and being able to talk to each other during the game and helping each other out, but like, does it hold up when the pros get their hands on it? Does it just kind of collapse or anything like that? But it looks great. Good players are winning. There's new strategies, all kind of cards that people didn't expect to be good are really good. And you know, any new format that makes you reevaluate all the old stuff that you're used to, I think is a success. And you know, it has its flaws. There's only one game match, things like that. You can't play it online currently, but it seems like a positive. I mean,
so you feel there were a bunch of tweaks. The life total wound up at 30. The play draw rule round up that both people playing first skip their draw phase. Have we settled down to the right format yet?
I believe so.
That's not what you're watching for this weekend.
Yes, we're doing a lot of changes. We kind of just guessed. Was the numbers correct? Was the play draw rule correct? And I appreciate everyone that played the format in the early stages at all the Grand Prix and PTQs, kind of testing that out for us and giving us data. And we found out that 40 was too high, the games are too slow, play draw rule was off here and there, but we fixed it. And I mean, I could see changing it again if something goes really awry at this event, but it looks good to me.
So far, so good. What are we rounding up round 3 right about now?
Ending, you know, within the time limits and not too bogged down, and people are having a good time.
Let me ask you a question. One of the things that there's a bunch of peculiar cards that, you know, work one way when you're playing a single player game, and other cards and then don't work the way you might want them to work when you play two-headed giant. We watched a match with Josh Ravitz playing 2 Deadwood Treefolk, and
right.
Boy, if he could have returned John's Bogart and Hellkite,
sure,
that would have been really exciting. Like, do you see some kind of like different approach to card design where you take into account a different kind of language or a different kind of style of making cards that deals with teammates?
Absolutely. I mean, we always are making cards that we know will be more interesting or better in multiplayer formats of whatever kind, or more Siphon Mage or whatever. It's intentionally hits all the other players so that if you do play it in a 10-man game, it's going to be far more awesome. But stuff like the Deadwood Treefolk thing, like you were talking about, you know, raised dead effects, or things that typically you can only do on yourself. We've done it with card drawing. I can let you draw cards. It doesn't just say I draw them, it says target player. There's been a lot of discussions about how that's better for the game if I can help my teammate draw cards. And in the future, I mean, working on Lorwyn, having played two-headed giant internally, we just played some Lorwyn Morningtide ones last week, said, let's let you raise dead your opponent's creature, your teammate's creatures if you want to, not just your own. You know, return target creature in a graveyard. So
to its owner's hand,
obviously. But we are looking to, you know, how can we just change one word and make this card better in two-headed giant, multiplayer in general, whatever. And you know, I think it'll make the format a lot more fun.
So as you also see, as card design develops with two-headed giant in mind, you also see two-headed giant becoming better because of that.
Yes. This block was not the best one to debut this format in.
Storm?
Storm, kind of the elephant in the room. Slivers, which I don't think are that bad. I mean, tribal effects are good for Magic, and the fact that they feed off each other and you can draft them, it's good. I don't think it's a deal breaker. Storm, I do think is a little more egregious, but we have tried to tweak cards in future sets, knowing what if this was a two-headed giant? Would it work right, or can I do it so that either player would, or my teammate would benefit from this?
It seems like more just having that in mind, and
right.
As you go through the templating process and try to figure out how to write card wordings down, it's just a matter of having it in mind now. And now this format is here to stay. This format seems fun. People like it. I mean, they're usually the biggest flights at every pre-release. Seems like a lot of people like this format. So
there's always been team events at New York pre-releases because there's a high level of pros, and there would be 3-person team events, and people would play them.
Yeah,
but it's kind of reluctant. Given a choice between two-headed giant and 3-person teams, which has happened on multiple pre-releases, people always go for two-headed giant.
Yep.
And it always fills up, and it's always a big event, and it's always exciting.
Well, the big thing I was talking to OP Vice President Chris Galvin about was just the fact that I can show up with my team and talk to my teammate while we're drafting or while we're playing, and it's not some sort of, cordoned off by yourself, do not talk, that would not be allowed, and you can't communicate. Just being able to pal around and talk, trash talk, offer advice, and that just opens it up to the casual player so much.
Totally agree. I think the camaraderie of the format is the real highlight.
Yeah, and I think that's why everyone loves it so much.
So let's go back to 10th edition. So you come into the hall this morning, there are these giant cards on the wall. It's probably, this huge Wrath of God, Incinerate, and Lord of the Pit. It's just it seems like there's an excitement in the air. And all of this hype is really building up to game day, right?
Right.
July 14th, go to your local store. There's just a ton. And so I've lost track of what all this stuff is that's going on. But so what happens on game day?
It's basically an in-store release event for 10th edition. Lost my mic.
Just keep going, Aaron.
Oh, okay. Tournaments, there's scavenger hunts going on. Play with the new cards, bring your friends. There's prizes. We're giving out a very good rare foil card.
I think we got a picture of that.
Yeah.
If we can get Ray up on the screen.
Anyone that shows up to play gets that. There's going to be deck boxes, there's going to be demo kits where you can teach people to know how to play, and it's just going to be a great introduction to Magic if you know someone that was just trying to learn how to play or might be interested. The set's great for people that already know how to play. Kind of a great introduction to 10th edition.
It's going to be a convergence of people who want to learn how to play Magic and people who want to teach you how to play Magic.
And people who want to foil Ray of Dawnbringer.
People who want to foil, but I'm saying, I think it's amazing in terms of, I don't know the last time I can remember where, there's been this opportunity. People hear about Magic all the time. They talk about Magic. They go to magicthegathering.com, but they might not necessarily play yet. This is a perfect opportunity. I've talked to multiple people who know that I'm involved with Magic and that I do stuff, and they said, yeah, July 14th, I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna take the plunge. I used to play when I was a kid, but I'm ready.
It's local. It's at stores. It's not a big tournament hall. It's kind of low pressure, smaller community, and I think that people will respond to that. And in addition to all that, people that want to win are going to be there too.
Sure.
And because there's some great cards to win. It's a great set to play with and limited, and it should be great.
And we haven't talked a ton about the rest of the summer, but this actually kicks off a Summer of Magic promotion that's got some more promo cards coming in it too. It's a foil Treetop Village, foil Fairy Conclave, couple of cards that are also in the set.
Yeah, 10th edition is bringing back these wonderful lands from the Urza block that turn into creatures, and we're giving away probably the 2 best ones as foils for prizes for this new program called the Summer of Magic.
You all right, Brian?
A couple of lands that might be attacking at Nationals.
Absolutely. We haven't really gone over Summer of Magic too much in our coverage or anything like that because we're really pushing game day. But after game day's over, there's going to be this new organized play program in stores. Again, kind of smaller, local community organized play program, and these are going to be the prizes. So definitely get out and check that out.
Cool stuff. 10th edition looks like fun. The summer looks like fun, and I guess feel pretty good about Lauren queued up for the fall too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be talking about that after 10th is out, and I want to go watch some more Pro Tour matches.
Sounds good. We will see you guys later with more coverage for Pro Tour San Diego. Aaron's going to take his complete 10th edition spoiler back home with him. Stay tuned for the Tournament Center. This is Randy Bueller signing off.
Don't miss out on your chance to get an exclusive Ray of Dawnbringer promo foil at Magic Game Day. On Saturday, July 14th, you can get your hands on a never-seen-before promo. Participate in a full day of Magic gaming and join exciting contests that are free to enter. For more information on game days in your area, go to www.wizards.com/magicgameday.